There is a specific kind of discomfort that rises in the chest when the word no needs to be spoken. It feels like danger, like something bad is about to happen, like the relationship, the approval, the love itself hangs in the balance. By the end of this video, we will go through where this guilt actually comes from, how childhood conditioning creates adults who cannot decline without suffering, what the word no actually communicates, and why it terrifies certain people, and much more. The guilt is not random. It is not a personality flaw. It is not proof of weakness or excessive sensitivity. It is programming, installed early, running quietly in the background ever since. Most people who struggle to say no learned very early that their value depended on their usefulness. That love was conditional on compliance, that the word no led to withdrawal of affection, disappointment, punishment, or abandonment. In those early environments, no was genuinely dangerous. A child depends on caregivers for survival. If saying no means losing love, losing safety, losing the attachment that makes existence bearable, then the word becomes forbidden. The system learns to avoid it at all costs. This is not conscious. No child decides to suppress their needs strategically. It happens automatically. The organism adapts to the environment it finds itself in. The problem is that the adaptation persists long after the environment changes. Decades later, in adult relationships, in professional settings, in situations where no is perfectly safe and even necessary, the old programming still runs. The guilt still rises. The danger still feels real even when it is not. There are specific patterns that create this conditioning. Parents who treated any disagreement as disrespect, who made the child responsible for their emotional state, who withdrew affection when needs conflicted. Environments where compliance was rewarded and independence was punished, where the good child was the one who never caused problems, where silence and agreement were the price of peace. Relationships where the other person's needs were always more important, where self-sacrifice was modeled as love, where anyone who asked for something for themselves was labeled selfish. These experiences teach a consistent lesson. Your needs are secondary, your desires are inconvenient, your boundaries are unacceptable, and the child who learns this becomes the adult who cannot say no without drowning in guilt. The guilt serves a function. It is a warning system. It says you are about to do something that historically led to loss. Stop now before it is too late, but the warning is based on outdated information. The child who needed to comply to survive no longer exists. The adult has resources, options, the ability to leave situations that do not serve them. The danger is past, but the alarm keeps sounding. There is a deeper layer to this. Guilt about saying no is often connected to an unclear sense of self. When identity is built around meeting others' needs, around being helpful, around being the one who never disappoints, then no threatens identity itself. It is not just declining a request. It is failing to be who you have always been. This is why the guilt feels so existential, why it is not just uncomfortable but feels like annihilation. The question being asked is not, will you do this favor? The question feels like, are you still the person we need you to be? The path out requires separating identity from usefulness. Understanding that value does not come from what is provided to others, but from inherent worth that exists regardless of output. This is not a single realization that changes everything. It is a practice. Saying small no's, tolerating the guilt without acting on it, watching what actually happens when the word is spoken. Usually what happens is nothing catastrophic. The world does not end. The relationship does not collapse. The love does not disappear. And each time this is confirmed, the old programming weakens slightly. There is something important to understand about what no actually communicates. No does not mean I do not care about you. It means I have limits. No does not mean I am rejecting you. It means I am honoring my capacity. No does not mean I am selfish. It means I understand that an empty well cannot draw water. The people who hear no and translate it as betrayal or rejection are people who have not developed their own capacity to tolerate disappointment. That is their work to do. Taking on their interpretation as truth is continuing the old pattern of prioritizing their emotional comfort over your well-being. Some people will never accept no gracefully. They are accustomed to access without limits, compliance without question. They may leave when boundaries appear. They may escalate. They may punish. Their reaction does not mean the no was wrong. It means the relationship was built on one person having no voice. Other people will accept no with grace. They may be disappointed, but they will not make disappointment someone else's problem to solve. They understand that healthy connection includes the right to decline. These are the relationships worth investing in. The guilt will likely never disappear completely. It is too deeply wired. But it can become quieter, more recognizable for what it is. A relic of an old system rather than an accurate guide to current reality. Every no spoken and survived rewrites the programming slightly. Every boundary maintained without catastrophe teaches the nervous system that safety exists even when compliance does not. It is slow work, uncomfortable work, but it leads somewhere different. It leads to a life where the word no is not a crisis. It is just a word.